Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. Today we'll discuss a short halacha on this week's Parshat Devarim. This year Devarim is Tisha B'Av, Yehafech Yom Ha'elu Esasne L'Simcha. In Parshat Devarim we read the bracha, Hashem Alekei V'Seichem Yosef Aleichem Kachem Elef Pa'amim V'Yivarech Eschem Kasher Diber Lachem. And on Sheni, the different minhagim, we continue with the pasuk Eicha Esa Lavadi. How could I do this all myself? Torchachem u'masa'achem v'rivchem. And as Moshe was appointed to appoint people to help him and judge Klal Yisrael. The Medrash Eicha says, Ilu zachisem, if the Yidden would have the schusim, hayisim koydim Eicha Esa Lavadi. That's all what you would have to say is this Eicha. Eicha Esa Lavadi, as it's brought in Parshat Devarim. Achshav Shaloi Zachisem. Now, however, where Nebuch we didn't get the right schusim, Atem Koydim Eicha Yoshva Badad, which is Megillas Eicha, which we Nebuch read on Tisha B'Av. Now, there's a nice pshatel. The difference between Eicha Esa Lavadi and Eicha Yoshva Badad is a hashkafa difference too. Eicha Esa Lavadi is a person. Yashva Vadad means sitting single, singing by himself. A person thinks that his problems, I, is the most important things. A person thinks that the kina hagdoila beyoser, the worst trouble a person has, is him being himself. But he really doesn't realize that what other people, how you can help the other people over here, that we're talking about Moshe, helping others settle their disputes, is a tremendous chus. And if, Rahman al-Islam, you cannot help others, like it says over here, Eicha Esa Lavadi, Rahman al-Islam, how you soivlim mitirdos gruas yoser. Then your sufferings, Rahman al-Islam, are worse. But the best thing you can do is try to help solve and help others. And this is obviously very much connected with the theme of Tisha B'Av, Avas Yisrael. But lahalacha we know the concept in Lo'alas Yerushalayim Arosh Simchasi, that we always have different halachas that we know that we do. Zeichel L'Churban, a person shouldn't have a perfect house. A person should always leave an area unfinished. Zeichel L'Churban. Women with their jewelry, they shouldn't have all jewelry at one time. Zeichel L'Churban. A meal fit for the king shouldn't be to the T. You should have something missing. Zeichel L'Churban. But one thing that we all are aware of, and just to discuss this halacha, and perhaps with some reasoning, is it's actually brought that, and we know that by a chasna, after the chuppah, towards the end of the chuppah, under the chuppah there's the two-step process of the erusin, of the engagement, and then there is a second part, is the birchas hanisuin. When the nisuin, the sheva brachas, are complete and done, and the ceremony is done, it's customary to break a glass. Why do we break a glass under the chuppah? Here it's the peak of the chassan and kala's excitement of simcha. They just got married, Erusin and Nisuin. Al Rosh Simchasenu, we always have to remember, as Yerushalayim, Nebuch, we are still in Golus. It is interesting that it's a common practice that the chassan puts his foot down and breaks the glass, and everybody screams, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, the ceremony is over. It's kind of funny, because the breaking of the glass is supposed to remind us of Zeichel L'Churban, of Yerushalayim, of Rosh Simchasi. Yerushalayim, as it is right now, is not in the greatest state, and yet it became that we just a happening that the ceremony is over, and everybody screams Mazel Tov. Then actually in some Sfarim it's brought that perhaps it shouldn't be done right that way. Mazel Tov should be, the screaming of Mazel Tov should be a little later, or whatever. But the poil, it's accepted, that's how it's done. How do we go ahead and break a glass? It's a problem of baltashchis, ruining a glass. So there's different customs to how they explain that. But perhaps you'll see that which glass do you break b'shas the end of the chuppah. So some people are makpid not to break the glass that you said the Sheva brachas on. Why not? Because just now on the Sheva brachas you said v'hiskin loy mimenu binyan adei ad. Hopefully this marriage will be an everlasting marriage, and go right away and break something is not good symbolic. So not a good symbol. So they try not to break the glass of the birchas and the suin, and the birchas eris, and the one that you made the first one nu mela. But the pile you even find that people have a different glass that they use that nishta birchas eris and nishta birchas suin. We find also that there is a discussion concerning other halachas, building their homes, as I mentioned before. So there is a chakirah in some achronim. If it is a zecher l'churban, would it be sufficient if you put a picture of Yerushalayim, if you put a note that says zecher l'churban? Is that sufficient? Abi metracht, and you realize that you're still in Golos, and we hope and pray for the time when the Eibishter will bring Mashiach and we'll be all together, Eretz Yisrael, Ir HaKodesh. Shkoyach, please join us again next week.